Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSP mini review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Skyforce Reloaded, which for some reason as a mini seems to have dropped the Reloaded part of its title. So anyway, if you've never played it before, it's basically a shoot 'em up. Start game's primitive. Start game's obvious. Options are primitive, is what I meant to say. High scores there, credits there, and helps there. But for the most part, it's a case of why bother with them. I mean, I don't even know why they're on there really. You've then got 3 difficulty levels where obviously you can get more aggressive opponents, less aggressive opponents, and percentage to complete the game. Because that's one of the unique things about this. It's not a case of shooting the enemies, killing the boss, getting to the end and going on. You have to kill enough enemies. And it's quite unique, it's quite weird and also really good. As you could see from there were 8 different stages and the range in difficulty. There's then 3 different ships where obviously you've got fast speed, poor shield, poor speed, good shield, or average on everything. So I'll choose fast but poor because I personally prefer fast shoot, like spacecraft. I find it easier to dodge, but obviously everyone's different and people might rather take a pounding than anything else. So, you've got standard shoot 'em up really, as I say for this part. It's just shooting the enemies, but as I say, you've got to shoot enough enemies, which is why on the top right you've got your percentage up, and you've just got to keep check and see. I believe it tells you at the start, but I might have skipped it, what you need for that level. There's also some secrets in there, like it'll say destroy all the lighthouses for a bonus, so you have to be on the lookout for lighthouses and stuff. As you can see right away, my shot's bigger, so you can get power-ups and upgrades and things like that. And it's just one of those. It's not the best shoot-up in the world, but I did have it on the iPod. I really liked it, and the only thing I disliked were the controls. So naturally, I was going to get it on the Mini because, well, it's obviously got an analog control or D-pad control or buttons and things like that. It's not just touching the screen, which on a shoot 'em up, especially when the ported geometry was to the iPod, is pretty damned impossible to see the enemies coming behind you, so you quite often died. You'd have to sit in the middle, which I don't like doing that. I like sitting a little gap before the back, and that way it gives us enough time to react from enemies behind, but also I've got more time to react from enemies in front, because 90% of your enemies do come from there. There's pretty much really nothing left to say about the game. It's, as I say, just a standard shoot 'em up. So, I'll let you listen to a bit of the music. So, that was a bit of the music and one of the bosses, and to be fair, there is one final thing I can mention. It's that the game is actually glitched in a way, because this seems to happen every now and then when I play the game, but not every time. It's the fact that you don't have to push a button to fire. You're supposed to, but every now and then the game just seems to give you auto-fire, and it fires faster than you pretty much can fire. Just for a testament to that, I'm not touching anything, but I'm still firing. And this is player 1's pad. I'm not, like, doing some sort of daft magic trick where my brother's actually touching it. It's just a weird glitch on the game, and it actually makes it easier when you get it. So, it's hard to describe, really, if it's a curse or a blessing, because, as I say, it makes it easier, but the whole point of a shmup is to be challenged. So, it's a little annoying when it happens. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, If I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.